This is the third video in the series titled, Scientists Are Stupid. Scientists are stupid. Scientists will either overlook, they will refuse to accept, or they will refuse to even consider the most obvious and common sense things. Many scientists feel they should not bother talking to anyone who is not a scientist, nor should they bother considering any idea that does not originate with a scientist. Everyone has the right to do what they want. If scientists want to be stupid, that is their choice to make. Except for one problem. The job of the scientist is the public good. According to Happy Theory, the stupidity of scientists is so great that it poses a danger to the public good. This series of videos is dedicated to correcting the stupidity that scientists have told the public to believe. Hopefully, the embarrassment scientists might feel at their stupidity being corrected in front of the entire world will motivate them to open their minds and perhaps motivate them to be more willing to listen to people and ideas they would normally refuse to listen to. With that introduction, the subject of this video can begin. This video is about a health problem called obsessive compulsive hand wringing. The word wring is similar to the word wash. A human being who is wringing their hands will rub their hands around each other as if they are washing them with soap and water. Obsessive compulsive hand wringing is when an individual constantly makes these hand washing motions for no apparent reason. This picture demonstrates one way that hand wringing looks like. The hands do not have to be in the exact location or held in the exact way shown in the picture to qualify as hand wringing. It is the clutching of the hands together and the constant washing motion of the hands over each other that qualifies them for the label of wringing hands. Western science classifies obsessive compulsive hand wringing as an anxiety disorder. The word anxiety means something like the word nervous. Western science has no idea what causes obsessive compulsive hand wringing, as indicated by the following quote. The cause of obsessive compulsive disorder is not known. Research indicates that obsessive compulsive disorder is a neurological brain disorder. Western science also does not know how to prevent obsessive compulsive disorder, as indicated in the next quote. Preventive measures to reduce the incidence of obsessive compulsive disorder in adolescents are not known at this time. As usual with the Western scientific mindset, Western scientists are convinced that obsessive compulsive disorder is related to something microscopic and that it can be treated with some kind of pill. According to Happy Theory, this is another example of the stupidity of scientists. There is another explanation for obsessive compulsive hand wringing that is much more helpful to a regular person than any possible explanation involving microscopic causes that Western science might put forth. According to Happy Theory, obsessive compulsive hand wringing is caused by either a deficiency of or damage to the yin part of the body. There is an area of knowledge called yin-yang theory. According to yin-yang theory, everything in the universe, including the human body, can be divided into yin and yang. Yin is usually defined as soft, while yang is usually defined as hard. The yin part of the body can be visualized as a soft blanket that is wrapped around the hard bones of the skeleton. The entire hard skeleton is completely wrapped in the soft yin part of the body of a healthy human being. According to Happy Theory, obsessive compulsive hand wringing is caused by inadequate coverage of the hard bones of the arms and hands by the soft yin part of the body. According to Happy Theory, the hand wringing motion is an instinctive attempt by the suffering person's body to bring the yin part of the body back up to the arms and the hands in the same way that an animal instinctively licks at a wound to clean the wound. The hand wringing motions could be compared to the efforts of a sleeping person who is no longer covered by their blankets. A sleeping person will unconsciously feel around until they find the blankets, then pull the blankets back up to cover their body. The hand-wringing motions of the individual suffering from obsessive-compulsive hand-wringing can be visualized as the hands feeling around for the yin part of their body, so they can pull the yin part of their body back up over their arms and hands. One of the reasons that the happy theory explanation for obsessive-compulsive hand-wringing is more helpful than the Western medicine conjectures about the cause of obsessive-compulsive hand-wringing is that the happy theory explanation offers a simple, cheap, and easy way to both prevent and treat obsessive-compulsive hand-wringing. Because yin-yang theory has been around for centuries, there is a wide variety of time-tested methods that either grow or repair the yin part of the body. A large majority of these methods are simple physical exercises that are performed by the individual. The exercises are simple enough that they can be performed by individuals of any age or in almost any kind of physical condition. The only money that this type of treatment for obsessive-compulsive hand-wringing would cost would be the money needed to pay for instruction in the yin-building exercise of choice. In some cases, the treatment might even cost nothing because there are people who teach yin-building exercises for free. Once the individual has learned the yin-building exercise, all they have to do is practice the exercise and wait for the passage of time. Over some indeterminate amount of time, a young person performing the exercises will experience a growth in the yin part of their body, which will work to prevent the onset of obsessive-compulsive hand-wringing. Or, over some indeterminate period of time, an individual who exhibits the symptoms of obsessive-compulsive hand-wringing will experience some amount of rehabilitation of the yin part of the body in their arms and hands, which will work to either ameliorate or completely eliminate the obsessive-compulsive hand-wringing symptoms. There are also yin-building therapies that can be performed by one individual on the body of another individual. The creator of this video is of the opinion that the therapies performed by one individual on the body of another individual are less effective than the yin exercises performed by the individual themselves. If an individual cannot perform the yin exercises themselves for any reason, though, there is the alternative available of the yin therapies performed by one individual on the body of another individual. As the title of this series says, scientists are stupid. All Western scientists have to do to help people with symptoms of obsessive-compulsive hand-wringing is to learn about how yin-yang theory applies to the human body and learn about the various exercises and therapies available for growing or repairing the yin part of the body. The detailed understanding of the cause of obsessive-compulsive hand-wringing that Western scientists would gain from comprehension of yin-yang theory could then be used to recommend either inexpensive or completely free physical exercises or yin-building therapies performed by one individual on the body of another individual that would ameliorate or completely eliminate the symptoms of obsessive-compulsive hand-wringing.